In this world, mermaids are undoubtedly the most beautiful creatures in the water, but male mermaids are the most unfortunate of all, for they are born with infertility. To reproduce, female mermaids must mate with humans. Thus, this became a secret the merfolk vowed to guard with their lives. One day, two young men happened upon a pair of beautiful sisters by the river. The four hit it off instantly, chatting with great rapport. The girls were quite open-minded, inviting them to play in the river. Upon hearing this, Dan immediately scooped up Anna and plunged into the water. Sarah, however, claimed she was thirsty and went to the car to fetch drinks, telling Jake to wait there for her. She then made her way to the bushes and caught her sister Ellie peeking. Ellie was deaf and mute, yet she had fallen for Jake at first sight. She begged her sister not to choose Jake, but Sarah looked at her sister in disbelief, saying that being with humans would never end well for them. She sternly shooed her away. When Sarah returned, she seductively removed her bikini and invited Jake to play in the water. Seeing this, Jake excitedly dove right in, just as they were having fun. Ellie returned and secretly took Jake's phone to look through the photos inside. Meanwhile, the four in the water were having a blast, but less than a minute later, Dan suddenly encountered trouble. Jake saw this and immediately swam toward Dan with all his strength. Just then, a hand suddenly grabbed his ankle. He was quickly pulled underwater. Not long after, Jake surfaced. Ellie suddenly appeared and pulled him ashore. Thanks to her timely rescue, Jake came back to life. Through a haze, he glimpsed Ellie's true mermaid form. Seeing Jake awaken, Ellie swiftly fled the scene, though Jake narrowly escaped death. His companion was not so fortunate. The next day, police recovered Dan's body. Initial findings pointed to drowning, but the wounds on his feet caught the officers' attention. They immediately tracked down Jake. After learning the full story, the group immediately returned to the scene. They found no clues, until Nick spotted Ellie peering from the bushes. He instantly gave chase, realizing the danger. Ellie plunged into the river. In the blink of an eye, she swam dozens of meters away. Jake, who had followed, instantly recognized her as the girl who saved him yesterday. Judging by her speed, the police deduced she couldn't be human. The next day, the police tracked Jake's phone location and approached an elderly man for questioning. When the man learned the police were searching for a phone, he insisted it wasn't here, but when the officers dialed the number, the ringtone echoed from inside the house. Sure enough, they found Jake's phone on the sofa. Nick then spotted a family photo on the table. One of the figures was the girl who had just swum away. The man claimed they were all his daughters. Nick was searching for the youngest, Ellie. Though deaf and mute, she had a kind heart and would never do anything wrong. Meanwhile, Jake spotted the two girls he had gone on a date with that day. He immediately approached them to ask what had happened, but to his surprise, they denied knowing him. After Nick assessed the situation, he intended to take Sarah and Anna back to the station for questioning, but then two angry young men suddenly appeared, demanding to know why they were taking their girlfriends away. It turned out the sisters already had boyfriends. Seeing his daughters about to be taken away, the uncle, in his panic, revealed his true merman form. After transforming, the uncle quickly recognized Nick as a Grimm.